happy Friday tour.
Happy Friday, Consuela, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride! What a great time to come back to FLFing.
Heck yeah.
I have missed it. I really have. It's been, I think, probably a week longer than intended. Like, we were going to FLF last week, but then I had more work stuff.
We were both a bit depleted last week,
Yeah.
I think. Because I was going to have to push through myself, and then you had long work day, and yeah.
It was a challenge. Work has been a lot for me through May.
Yes.
And it just wasn't happening. And the first Friday of June, I'm like, yay, we get to FLF. It's the easy time. Wrong, LaLa. It is not the easy time yet. So I'm like, woo, that last Friday shook me up. Good. So, but there's been time and space since then. We're now, this Friday, I am officially off for the summer.
Heck yeah.
So I'm in a very good place.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. You deserve all of this time off that you're going to get to enjoy.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So, and then I want to start with earlier today that myself and Renoir Cerise from Visionaire co-presented to Virtual Worlds Education Consortium. And I loved it. I have not...
That was so good.
I mean, I didn't think I wasn't going to not love it, but I haven't presented as an educator in Second Life in probably 12 or so years. And I've been in Second Life for 15. So I want to say I probably stopped presenting on things probably within my first 2 years of being in Second Life as an educator. And then I just felt like there wasn't enough in that like side of SL to keep me entertained. And you know me, I have to be entertained by multiple things at once.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And so, you know, I hang out and collaborate with colleagues, with educators in First Life. And so to do it in Second Life as well, I was like, you know, I could, sure. But, you know, there's also no direct application of Second Life to an elementary setting. And so, because it's just not designed, as Second Life is not designed for that audience. So, so that was always a challenge for me. And I still have lots of good connections with educators that I didn't necessarily feel like I needed SL for that. So, but it's fine. It's good to have. I'm not trying to, you know, poo-poo, you know, SL, you know, educator communities. So it was Ren who brought this along because actually, no, I should rephrase. One of the gals in charge of Virtual Worlds Education Consortium is a friend of one of the Visionaire graduates. And she came to a Visionaire graduation, the last one, as a matter of fact. And as an educator, she was like, hold up. These, you know, I need to know more. And so she got with Ren, and Ren, that's how Ren came to be approached to present. And so then Ren, I don't know, how long ago did she tell me about this? Months ago, I believe. She told me about this, and I was like, okay. I just kind of, you know, I was hearing her, but I just needed time. You know, I've been through a lot. This year at work has been a lot. And then on top of my dissertation and all the work in progress I've been making there, my plate is overflowing. So when she mentioned it to me at first, I'm like, okay, I hear you. It's not till June. Great. I'll think about it then. And so it came closer and closer, and she's like, so LaLa, that thing, remember? And I'm like, yeah, I know, I haven't forgotten. You don't have to do it if you're too busy. No, I'm good. It just I don't want to think about it a month ahead of time. So it got closer, and then so I worked through, and you helped a lot with that as well. You know, taking her script and kind of finessing it and helping me kind of put together the PowerPoint and be my second pair of eyes. I always like to run things by you for your input because it's always thoughtful. And so you had a hand in things as well. So that presentation was today at 1:00 SLT, and I think it was really well received.
Yes, I think it was. That you got a lot of really good positive feedback. I only saw the latter half of it. Arrived late. Was delivering tomatoes.
Yes.
But it was excellent. It was really, really good. And I think it did a great job of not only conveying what Visionaire is about, but the part that you specifically were speaking to as well, the actual learner-centered techniques that were being used and employed in the class to make it as effective as it is.
Yeah, because learner-centeredness is my jam.
Mm-hmm.
And if more classrooms were learner-centered, whether they're traditional or hybrid or fully online, it would just be a lot more meaningful for students. So
yeah, it engages students much better than like passively absorbing a lecture does.
Yep. So I was happy to be a part of this. I think Ren, her like ulterior motive was let me connect LaLa with the educators in SL again, which she accomplished that task. I enjoyed presenting. I, had the other educators in my IMs, talking to me. I hope to maybe present again. I did put that out there to them if there were other topics or things that they might need presenters for. So there might be more education presentations in my future, which is cool. So so I did that today. I mean, I actually took today off work. I should have been at work today. But I've got personal time. I've got a bank of hours, and I don't use them very often, as most educators don't, because it's just hard to do. So but knowing I had this presentation like midday, I was like, I'm just going to take the whole day. And I'm glad, because we had a little role play earlier, which was fun. And then I had the presentation to do, and then there was FLF. So it's really been kind of an SL fun day for me. So, and I need this because I don't get to spend a whole lot of time in SL on the regular, and I have enjoyed it quite a bit. And so to cap it off with FLFing, I'm very excited because I have missed this part of our routine.
I have missed it a lot. Yeah, for sure.
So, and as per usual, we will resume our normal format with some, pre-FLF banter in chat. And that includes, usually it includes our outfits as well. And I had forgotten about that. But these outfits are not brand new. These, I want to say, are at least a year old because I picked them up for us last Pride. And we may have done a video on them, but I don't remember. I didn't go back and check. But they're from Adams, and yours is called David, and mine's called Victoria. And I was like, David and Victoria Beckham? Is that what Adams was going for? I have no idea. But so they're still available at Adams. So that's the core of the outfit, the shirt, the pants. Mine also come with fishnet. They both come with boots. So all of that is Adams. And then I'll go with you. You have some additional things. So go for it. Call them out.
I have a boa from Fake Icon. I have these. We're both rocking these glasses.
Yes.
Which are from
Noir.
Yeah. Let's see. I have some ear paint from ADD Andal.
Oh yeah.
And this hair that I have is a brand new, I believe, offering from Modulus.
Oh, cool.
It is currently being given out for free for Pride, called the Lent hair. So
you look fantastic as always.
Modulus is of course handsome. A FLF designer. We love their hairs. So we love our FLF designers.
Fabulous. All right, so on me, I forgot where this flower bit is from.
Flower bit on your head is from Dulce.
Dulce, okay. The glasses are the same. I, of course, have my body shine on. Love my zipper body shine, alt 3. And earrings are, now the earrings are an interesting conversation piece because you and I started talking about this beforehand. I was looking for Pride earrings, and whenever I need earrings, and I'm going to turn off my move lock because it's causing me to bounce a little bit, and I don't like it, but I hate getting pushed, so it's a toss-up. Get pushed or have your avatar shake a little. And I'm like, nah, I guess I'll take my chances. So anyway, I wanted Pride earrings, but I also love E-Marie. So I went to E-Marie, and the Pride earrings that they did have weren't really for me. They're like I told you, they're like a safety pin kind of through the ear, and that just makes that weird, like, ew, kind of skin crawling sensation. So
it looks kind of painful.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to go for that. But I saw these earrings called Mariposa, and then I told you a story.
Yes.
And so this could be interesting because you and I were sorting out if this was negative or positive still or whatever. But as I was growing up, as most of our viewers would know, I am Latina in first life. And my dad had very colorful language. And so one of the things that I remember from him is that, and I don't want people to take it that my dad's like some terrible person, because he's not. But, you know, he grew up in a different time. And I'm not trying to use even that as an excuse, right? There's no excuse for being insulting to people. But one of the things I do remember is him referring to people at times as mariposa, especially if it was a man who was a bit effeminate, right? So I see these earrings, they're called mariposa, and, you know, I'm dressing for Pride, and I'm like, is mariposa still derogatory? And that's when I was asking you, because I don't want to like continue that narrative. Right. But at the same time, I also know that a lot of times a slur or an insult is oftentimes then embraced and changed by the people it was meant to offend. So reclaimed, right? And so you did a little Googling, and what did you find about mariposa?
It looks like it depends on the particular community that you're talking to. It's not a term that I would recommend offering out, but if somebody self-identifies as a mariposa, it does appear that it's been claimed by by a portion of the gay Latino community. So that's why I saw it and I felt like it fit based on what I was trying to do, but I'm not trying to promote or continue negative language towards the gay community. So that's why I was glad when you did your Googling that it's what I hoped, is that it was something that was reclaimed. So or in the process thereof.
Right. So I was really feeling these mariposa earrings. I think they're lovely by Emery. I also have some rings by them. I know they're not a FLF designer. Usually that's all we highlight, but you know, I have my favorites and they're not always FLF, and you know, that's okay. And I think that covers it for me. Oh, Tinkleton. That's extraordinary. Our pride, Tinkleton. So
of course.
Extraordinary, definitely FLF designer. Oh, and my nails. I was like, well, you know, 1990 makes my favorite duck nails. And so I was looking, and I basically just opened up my inventory and typed pride. And I have so many things. And then I saw 1990 and I was like, oh, great. But they're not duck. They're not ducky nails. But they're still, you know, pride and long, and I love them. So even though they're not duck, I bet you anything if I swing by 1990, they might have duck nails in pride. But I was like, you know what? I already have these. So let's go for it. So so those are our outfits. And are we ready for me to do my little bit on LaLa's Second Life news highlights?
We absolutely are.
All right, let me get my window right so I can project that additional screen. Okay, so we missed a lot of Second Life news in the little hiatus that was needed for my sanity. Then one of the things that I noticed, and this is more recent news, is a new generation of Second Life mentors. And as I was telling you when I was reading it, I am the kind of person that wants to do all the things, right? I'm like, Second Life.
Do like to overcommit.
I do. But, you know, thanks to the Lindens, they stopped me short completely right at the application. So, but when I see something like that, I'm like, I want to help Second Life because, you know, I love being here. I've been here for over 15 years. So I go in and look at, they're looking for 2 different kinds of mentors. Let me get my screen up so I can scroll. And so they are looking for, let's see, where I saw it here. Second Life mentors and Belicera mentors. So basically the Second Life mentor is people who welcome and guide new residents arriving at the welcome areas and help with ongoing assistance. And the other one is introducing people to the themes and choices of Linden homes and assisting people to settle into their community across the Belicera continent. So I was like, So I just was curious what the parameters were, because I have, you know, I am an educator and something, and I've been an educator a long time. And one of the things that really is something, you know, because, you know, I love Pylia. I think she's amazing, and I have missed her in my hiatus as well. But shout out to Pylia. I was complaining about being impatient. Like, I have no patience for people in Second Life. And her comment was like, yeah, you get paid to be patient, right? Paid patience. And I'm like, Pylia hit the nail on the head. Like, at work, I have to have patience with everyone, with students, with parents, with staff, right? And trust me, all of them are testing my patience. But when I come to Second Life, I am not paid for patience.
Nope. You are not.
So you don't find me just hanging out at the welcome areas trying to help. So I was like, I want to help, but then I don't want to help. So then I went into one of them just to see. And that was like the first thing. Like if I didn't, let's see, if I click one of these to apply. Okay, application, let's open this one. One of the first things was, do you love helping others in Second Life? That's like one of the first questions. And I'm like, maybe. And
maybe.
Do you love to be enthusiastic about our fabulous world? Yes, wholeheartedly.
You genuinely do.
Right. Do you want to put your patient and caring personality to good use? And then to you, I said, I probably don't have a patient and caring personality. At least here, because you know I have zero tolerance for people being idiots, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a difference between an idiot and a noob, right? Or newbie. I guess noob is kind of negative, but I always refer to myself as a noob. To me, it's not an insult, but I just stopped at that question right there, and I'm like, I'm out already. Like, there's no filling this out, right?
Out already, but let's keep going. Right,
but let's look. So I kept scrolling. And then one of them was and then I was like, you have to agree to like dates and times, and like for a shift. And you know me and shifts, like that's really hard. So that was already a no. And then the others, when I finally closed it was, mentors are required to use the Second Life viewer. I'm like, the end. We're done.
The end.
Because I use the Firestorm viewer, and I'm not going to hop on the Second Life viewer to like figure it out and help someone figure it out.
Right.
So as much as I love Second Life, and as much as I want to help, clearly I am not who they're looking for, and that's okay.
But if you are the person watching right now,
right?
You can apply.
You can apply, and I've linked it in our information. So anyway, all right. So that was mentoring opportunities. So if that's your jam, go ahead and do that, because I think it's good work. Like if you're cut out to do it, more power to you. I admire you.
Yeah.
I know my limitations.
You for using the vanilla viewer, but no. I do admire the effort.
Yes, but I feel pretty proud of myself that even though, I'm curious, I'm going to look. What are their qualifications? What are they looking for?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So I look and I own the fact that I know myself and I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. That doesn't make me any less of a person or any less of a Second Life resident.
No, not at all.
Yeah. All right. So in other news, we have celebrating Pride in Second Life. So there's a post there about that. And let's see, they're talking about embracing the beauty and diversity and equality, traditional methods of celebration. So then there's a link to Second Life sharing the colors of Pride. Then there's Pride at Home. That's the shopping event. And there's a video on that.
And speaking of Pride at Home and other shopping events, the reason why Pride Stravaganza, this opens today and runs through July 2nd. It is apparently a party and music event and has some vendors here that have some Pride stuff as well, in addition to Pride at Home, which is also a wonderful event.
Yeah. So I'm just playing the little video here, and so anyway, so there's a nice little video up and information about all the ways you can do Pride in Second Life. And then that's what you're talking about, the LGBTQ plus category on the destination guide, which is where we got to today.
Yes.
So, and we need to circle around and do Pride at Home. We've done it before, but we haven't done it in a little bit, so we'll have to make some time for that this month. And then there's also Sarah Pride, which is related to Seraphim, the website. So they do their own little thing as well.
Oh, is that? I wondered if they were related. I hadn't asked that.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
I knew that one. So.
Well, you know me. I don't keep up with Seraphim.
No, because you have a hard time with the website. But yeah, so Sarah Pride. It looks like they have a schedule of events and performances and lots of little videos of things. So yeah, check that out, because I just clicked open the Sarah Pride link. All right, and my last bit of news, it's the Second Life Spotlight, which basically is full circle to the way I opened this video, where it's a spotlight on Virtual Worlds Education Consortium. So these are the people that I was with today. So let's see, did they put the... Yeah, so this is Valibrarian. Yeah. I just call her Val. That's a lot of letters.
Val is a lot easier.
Val. And then Ellie. I was talking to Ellie today too. She was helping me out. And I don't recall if Dodge was there today, but and then we had other folks helping us. So this little picture that I'm showing right now is basically what it looked like when we presented. That's obviously not a picture of us, but yeah. So it was a lot of fun, and I would encourage people, if you're interested in all the ways that Second Life is used for education, that you should check out Virtual Worlds Education Consortium, and I will have them linked in the video as well as part of LaLa's Second Life News highlights. And so that will bring me to the end of my highlights. Are you ready to talk FLF?
I'm ready to talk and or shop FLF.
We're just gonna talk the whole time. What are you talking about?
Okay. So we have three sponsors this week.
But wait. Oh. I have my FLF page up because I know we're a little rusty on the process, right? But,
sorry. Yeah.
So it's Serena because apparently Anna Banana has retired.
Oh no.
50 Linden Fridays. You wanted it, and baby, you got it.
Well, we did.
We did.
That's true.
We did want
We've been wanting it for a while.
Yeah. And according to Serena, there might be 3 designers that are MIA, but we know the likelihood of that is probably not accurate because of the time that Seraphim bloggers get at things. But Cleftapow, Havoc, and Oh My might be MIA, but I kind of doubt it. But they might be.
We'll see.
And so you were going to tell us about sponsors.
Yeah. So we have 3 sponsors. We have Dots, who I don't remember them.
Okay, I know who they are. I'm looking at the picture. Yeah.
We have Mug.
We do know Mug.
And Love. And we have Stealthic, who we also know and love, of course.
Ooh, Stealthic. Oh, I have that hair. Sorry, I'm looking at the little pictures. I'm spoiling myself. I already bought that one. That's actually the hair I wear in my whip outfit. The one I'm teaching. But that's fine. So, okay, but it looks like a good long list. I see Veechi's on there too.
Yep. So we'd better get to shopping.
All right, let's do it. All right, we have made it to our first sponsor, and my reaction was like, food. And you're like, let me get you some. So yeah, now you have equipped me. I'm double fisting cake pops, which is actually what I do in First Life.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, tell the people where we are, Tour.
We're at Dots, and I was unfamiliar with Dots. You apparently know them.
Yes.
But they are selling some very, very, very fresh calamari in a takeout box.
Yep.
So fresh that it looks like it's trying to climb out of that takeout box. So
I'm assuming it's 50 linden per color. Or is it for the fat pack? 50 linden.
That appears to be the case. You get these color combinations. The fat pack is gonna run you $250.
Okay, not bad.
No.
And so if you're into this kind of calamari, then Dots has you hooked up. So
just
for me,
careful that it doesn't like grab your face.
Right, exactly. For me, I'd rather have these mild-mannered cake pops, kitty cake pops. So that's what we picked up here. But if you're looking for some very fresh calamari, then Dots has that for you.
Yes.
All right, very good. Are we ready to go?
We are ready to go.
All right, we are at sponsor number 2. Where are we, Tour?
We're at Mug.
And they have this little nighty thing, right? Behind you?
Yeah, with little fuzzy balls all over it.
Little fuzzy pom-poms, I think those are called.
Pom-poms.
Pom-poms. So Charlotte top and Charlotte shorts in, 6 colors? 50 linden each. How much is the fat pack?
The fat pack for the top or bottom is $300, and the brat pack, of course, way up top is $550.
And so,
and they also have this lovely group gift too.
Right, but before we touch on the group gift, I just want to touch on the bodies. So Maitreya, Petite Flat and VTech, Legacy Perky, Cooper, and Reborn. And then, yes, we did notice there was a group gift that I'm going to cam too far back for, and it's this boa.
Mm-hmm.
So wear your Mug Life tag and click to get a free Pride gift.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, okay.
Okay.
Right. Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, tour. I know where we are because I love coming here. Not that I didn't like going to the other places, but you know me. I'm like a hair whore. Like, just I want hair all the time from all like the designers. So yes. I have this hair, as I commented. It's Reckless by Stealthic. You can get the full pack for 50, right? Or no?
No.
No?
You get the basic pack for 50.
Gotcha.
The full pack's 150.
That's not bad, though.
No.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So yeah, I have purchased this because it is a fun hair. And Stealthic hairs are good stuff. So
they are.
I have a few of theirs, several of theirs. And yeah, I would encourage you to come pick this up. It really is a deal. So
yeah, and even the full pack, like that's what gives you the style HUD and all that. It's definitely worth it. Even though it's just 100 more. Yeah. But if you just want to try it out just for 50 and you're happy with the default style, you can get it for that sweet flip price.
That's right. All right. Very good. Ready for the next?
Yep.
All right, tour, where are we?
We're at Banana Banshee.
Banana Banshee. And they have eyes.
Yeah, these are really interesting looking eyes too. They have kind of a heterochromia thing going on.
Heterochromia? I love when you use big words. It's so sexy.
Actually, now that I'm saying it, I'm not sure if that even applies.
Is accurate? Are you misusing more big words on me like you did with Penultimate?
Well, I know heterochromia is when you have two different eye colors. But and I know it applies to separate eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it applies if it's the same eye.
You should check. You should check before you bust out these sexy big words on me. Because you know I just blindly trust you. Until someone's like, actually, Tor.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a kind of heterochromia. Heterochromia. I'm skipping a syllable. There's a kind of heterochromia called heterochromia iridum, which is this. Okay. It's where the colored part of the eye, the iris, is multicolored.
And I wear eyes like that. Because they look like cow spots.
Yes, and I love it.
Yeah, those are great. So, but for these, it's 50 Linden, and you get all 6 variations.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And they have it as the system bomb or applier HUDs for all those different eyes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
All
right, are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, tour. Where are we?
We're at Canape.
Canape. And what do they have for us?
For us, we have this champagne date night champagne pride themed
champagne
thing.
That is cute.
And they call it date night champagne because it's also got like a game box attached to it, which is kind of fun.
Probably all just decorative, though, right?
I am trying to see if it supports my story, but it doesn't look like this one does.
You know
me. A lot of the stuff at Canape does.
I love a game.
Yeah, well, I think we can get those games, and dominoes.
Yeah, and that's, okay, so, this earlier this morning we had role play and there was a game and I about lost my mind. And it was so fun and everyone's like, wow, Consuela. But anyway, it was cornhole. I've never played cornhole in Second Life. And I was getting a big kick out of it.
Toss.
Yeah, and you were about to leave and I'm like, not till you play this. And if I could have thrown a beanbag at the center of your chest, I would have.
I think you could have.
damn, I should have. I missed an opportunity there. But
because you could have just zoomed in on you and
just throw it at you. I know. But I was just so overwhelmed. I was having such a good time. So when I see this, I'm like, oh, dominoes and Uno? Like, it would be so fun if it was, like, interactable in that way. Yeah, not that, but, you know, you're right. I mean, these games do exist in SL otherwise.
Yeah, so. I did find that scene adorable because I think like the rules they laid out was like everyone throws 5 bean bags and then we, you know, or whatever, and you just got up there and you just
bam, right? Because
like 2 dozen of them.
But you know, you know what the lead up was. It's like, okay, anybody watching the video who role plays, and if you're a para role player or you role play with people who are para role players, it takes a while to get an emote out, right? I have a 10-minute limit. And if you don't emote in that time, I might emote again or leave. So, but when you're in a big group, and this one isn't even that big, I've been in bigger, then people get funny about post order and all that stuff, and I don't, right? If we're in a group that's more than 3, fuck post order, right? I have been accused of being a ninja poster. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But I don't want to miss an opportunity to respond to someone. I mean, like, you do you. If you're going to take 10 or 15 minutes making a post in a big scene, that's fine. Don't get mad at me for taking my little moment to do a much shorter paragraph to keep things interesting. Because people end up waiting around, wondering if they're really there. Did they fall asleep? Are they AFK? Did they have a phone call? Did they do the laundry? Did they go to the bathroom? Like, all these things. And so then as the roleplay was progressing, the one gal was saying she had a game to play, and then she was like waiting for everyone to respond. I responded, you responded, and then silence for like 10 minutes. And I was telling you, I did not bulldoze, I inched. I turned and I said, we were in voice, right? And I was like, let me see if I turn my avatar and move in that direction if people will follow me. And they did. So I turned and I took a step, 1 arrow forward. And then the hostess was like right behind me. Bam. I'm like, let's do it. So she went over and I went over and I had waited. This is what I told you. I waited so long to play this fucking game. I forgot what the rules were. So then I had to open the note card again. How do you play this in SL? So then I got it and then I lined up, did it, bam, 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 bam. And people are just like laughing. And I'm like, I have to entertain myself while I wait for your para emote. So it was a cute scene. I really enjoyed it. And I love a game. So, you know, one of the things you and I were talking about as we get back on track with things is doing more with, I mean, I usually just refer to them, you know, as our community, right?
Yeah.
Our little circle of friends, circle of viewers. I mean, I consider viewers friends, right? So our little community, and we're trying to make sure this summer that we get Stratagem all set up so that we could do, you know, at least, I don't know how often, we didn't even talk about that. Once a week is probably a lot for us, but maybe a couple of times a month, right? Yeah. To open up Stratagem, have a game night, have music, just hang out, right? And we just have to find a time that's convenient for most. And so when I see stuff like this, I start thinking about, we need to make sure we have games out to play, or, you know, something, which we will. And so anyway, big tangent on this item.
I'm going to continue your tangent.
Oh, please do. I will quiet for, you know, I love a tour talk. Go ahead.
Just because I thought it was adorable in that scene when I was about to dip from the scene and you compelled me to stay and throw a hand of beanbags. And I did have the opportunity to do so and landed all 5 of my 5 throws.
Just on the first pass, where when I first started playing, I'm landing these beanbags at the floor at my feet. And then like way over, and it took me a minute to get it. And then I was too busy laughing. And then because I have this fast mouse that you advised me to get, I'm laughing and my mouse is bouncing all over the place. So, but it didn't surprise me that you were able to land all 5 shots right out the gate because you're a gamer, you know how to do these things. But you know, I got it eventually. It didn't take me too long.
Yeah, I know. I did enjoy that.
But you know, not only did I emote to you that you weren't leaving until you played, my avatar was like pushing you, circling you, blocking the gate. Like, that's not stuff you do in roleplay, especially not in gory and roleplay. Let me use my avatar to move you. But you know, people in gore, they're silly too. So but in a scene, typically I'm not using my avatar to push you or block you. But, you know, I needed to entertain myself between these long pauses. So, anyway, I love this. So 50 Linden for the blue, 50 Linden for the red?
Yeah, I picked up the red.
Okay, I will pick up the
I think it looks a little bit more striking.
Yeah, I think I'll do that too then. Because we need to decorate around stratagem with games and things. I know. Yeah. We've just really started in earnest in our house. Like, because we were decorating everywhere else. It is. It's coming together, but that's what happens. We need to be there together. Because you won't do it by yourself. And usually all I have to do is show up and wiggle, and that's very inspiring to you.
Well, it is, but it's not just that. So the part that you're missing is you also, as I'm doing things, I can ask your input. I can ask you to check something out.
Yeah. We can go to a store
You also
together.
often toss me really great suggestions. Like, don't you have something from such and such store that fits this very specific thing that you're obsessing over? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I do. I just wasn't looking in that part of my inventory because I can't remember things.
Because your inventory is my decor inventory.
Yeah.
So I don't buy all these things. I just remember that we've seen them and you must have it. And then if we don't, then we go to the store where we saw it.
Yep, but you're much better about remembering where those things are than I am.
Yeah. Which is saying a lot because my memory can be rather faulty on other things. But when it comes to SL shopping, you know me, I know where stuff comes from.
Yep.
So most of the time, I'm not like infallible.
Yes, you do wiggle, but you do a lot more than that.
I wiggle to really add that extra layer of motivation and inspiration for you.
It works.
I know. It's like magic. So if I just need to show up there and wiggle and you're just like decorating a storm, like the last time I was working on something else that I had to work on. Oh, it was for work. I was doing something for work, but we were in the same space. And I literally just sat at a bench that you put out that had a computer built into it. And I sat there, and now I wasn't wiggling, but I had been wiggling before. And I just need to be present. And then I look up and everything's decorated. I'm like, wow. I just need to sit my fat ass in the same space as him, and a whole house will get decorated. I love that dynamic, though.
Yeah. I do too.
I will help more this summer now that some of my other burdens are off my shoulders. When I don't have work sucking up my free time. Now, I know my dissertation will, and that's okay, but when work does it, then I can't work on my dissertation because there's nothing left.
Yes.
Right? I need to rest or I will be nothing, you know?
Yep.
Anyway, we should keep moving or this is going to take 5 hours.
Okay, we'll keep moving.
All right, Tor, I know where we are, but how about you announce it for everyone?
We're at CandyDoll.
CandyDoll. And one of the fun things I've been doing every so many stops is eating and changing my food. So I have already eaten 2 cake pops, and then on the little break, because I had to go AFK for a second, I heard you talking about bagels. And I was like, you know what? I got a bagel in here. So this is actually Pew Pew, a FLF creator. So it's a very delicious looking bagel sandwich with some fries. Yeah. So I'm going to carry this around until I finish eating it. But in the meantime, we are at CandyDoll and they have this little dress.
They not only have this dress, I really love this new shopping wall for their deals.
Oh, we pull back. Oh yeah, look at that. It's cute.
So, yeah, this is right at the entrance and there's no longer ambiguity about where we go. This is their wall o' deals. I appreciate it. Because I had a lot of confusion at this store in the past.
Yeah, they got a lot going on here. So this dress is actually called Dahlia. I want to say I have it, but I may not. I don't know. I'll have to check. It fits E-Body, Cupra, Legacy, Perky, and Maitreya. So I'm definitely interested. It's got the cow print, which, you know, I'm all about.
Same.
But the other one is not the yellow one. It's like this blush color.
Right.
So it's the cow print and a blush color.
Okay.
So I will absolutely get the cow print for sure. 50 Linden per color. I figured. Do you want to confirm that?
It is 50 per color, yes.
Okay.
They call it Moo Pink and Nude as the 2 colors that are offered.
Moo Pink and Nude. Very good.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick up that Moo Pink and then we're good to go, right?
Yep.
I see you are well prepared here, Tour.
Yep. So we got through the bead curtain here at C'est La Vie.
The security bead curtain.
Blessedly was changed to Phantom. And yeah, we got the shopping spot with the sandals. I got my flashlight out so that we can see them.
It's a little dark. But yeah, so C'est La Vie, and these are the Elda sandals. These look fun, and they fit me. Okay, so they are sold in packs. You know, that's how C'est La Vie rolls. Yeah. They bundle these up, and you get pack 1, pack 2, and so on. So 2 packs. Yeah,
it's got like a gingham and a stripes, it looks like.
Yeah, look at you with your terms.
I learned that one from you.
I know. I can verify that gingham is correct, and then stripes is hard to mess up. So, I'm buying these. Is it 50? So it's got to be 50 linden per pack.
It is 50 linden per pack.
That is a lot of sandal for 50 linden.
That is. And those will go with so many things with that many colors.
Yep. And I am glad in SL that my arch would not complain about this sandal because there's no support. But they are stylish, they're cute, and I don't have arch issues in Second Life, so it doesn't matter if there's support or not. So, yep, I love them. I'm going to buy them.
Fantastic.
And they don't, let's see, so they fit a lot of bodies. So, Beliza, Gen X, Legacy, Cupra, Slink, Maitreya, and Reborn.
That is quite a few bodies.
Yep. And I was just checking to see if they fit the male body, but I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like.
I love when they do. You know I love a lady's shoe on a man's foot.
Yep, you do. Or just being able to match in general.
Yeah. So, all right, very good. I'm going to pick these 2 up. Anything else before we keep going?
Nope. That's all.
Where are we? Even though there's a giant sign behind me.
We're at Consignment.
Consignment. And what is Consignment selling today?
Consignment is selling 2 things. One is this chair. They are calling it the Panther chair.
Oh, we have this chair. Yeah.
We do. The other thing they're selling, which I don't think we have, is this antique camera on our tripod.
Are you sure you don't have that?
Well, I do now for sure, but
did you check before you bought it?
Of course not.
You know, and this is where and no shame to Consignment, but I love when the vendors reimburse you and be like, "Hey, Consuela Blanche, you bought this already, remember? If you need a redelivery, here you go." And then Linden's back, redelivery automatic. I love the stores that are set up like that.
I apparently had a version of this.
But not this one.
Not this one. So I had an antique camera tripod light, and this one is just called antique camera tripod.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like maybe it's light colored or something.
Maybe.
In any case, now I have another one.
But I'm wondering, because I know we have this chair, but I know it wasn't spotted last time. So this is maybe a spotted variation.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So they had the Panther chair blue before, and this one is spotted.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
So variations on a couple of items, but both still very cool. 50 linen each, and if you buy them while you're sitting, you get popped up.
Yeah.
So I would demonstrate it, but it would require me to turn on my interface, and I just don't want to go there yet. So anyway,
all right.
Are we good?
We're good.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We are at D-Lab, which
your favorite
is one
place.
Of my favorite stores.
Yeah. And what do we got? Like, I'm like, what is it that D-Lab has for us?
They have carpentry tools. So we have a set of wood chisels, and we have a set of planer tools.
Okay. All right. So have you ever done any carpentry?
I've not done carpentry. I have done woodworking.
Oh.
But I've not done carpentry.
Have you used things like this? Like chisels?
Yes. Yeah. I've done like a basic class on it. Not super fancy, but
when you say basic class, do you mean like as a part of your education or just on the side?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah. It's just like an elective class.
Wood shop?
Yeah.
Okay. So because when I look at the chisels, I'm like, yeah, that's what you see like woodworkers using to make like really cool sculptures out of wood.
Yep.
So I always think that's really cool. All right.
Yeah, but in this case, because it's sold alongside the planers, I would assume that this is mostly intended for doing like carpentry type stuff. Though you can use planers with normal like wood sculpting, I suppose, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 50 linden each. Is this something you're going to pick up?
I have already picked it up.
Of course you have. Because I could see you hanging this somewhere in our build.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially with how like the vibe of the place is very, you know, we build stuff ourselves and stuff. I love that.
Yeah. Your dog's barking.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't have a dog, everybody. It's the neighbor. Okay. All right. Are we ready for the next?
Yeah, we're ready.
Tour.
Yes.
I cannot believe what's behind us.
I know.
And I was like, when we got here and you started talking about it, I'm like, no way, I was just talking about cornhole. And you're like, we didn't play these. And I'm looking at them going like, no shit, Tor, look at them. That's like beer, like cups. I was like, we were in Gore. Of course, we did not play this version of cornhole. It was Gorian cornhole.
Yeah.
On finely engraved wooden pallets that must have used chisels and such to make the intricate designs that were on them, unlike these, which are just graffitied.
Yep.
But
they are some pretty fun graffiti,
right? We should totally have these out in our build too, because you know I love me some cornhole now. Like I think cornhole's more fun to play in SL than it is in person.
Yeah.
But
I think these are non-functional though, so we'd probably want to get a functional one.
Oh, well, I know where to get the other ones because I know who made the ones we were playing earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to get some of those because we just have to. Okay, so we're at DRD. I know this.
Yeah.
And so this whole collection is 50 linden, right?
This whole collection, they are calling this the Block Party Aftermath collection.
It looks it.
Yeah, it looks it. So you've got your sombrero, you've got your popper, your like your poppers, you've got all kinds of alcohol. Something was eaten here. There's half-finished sandwiches. Over here we got a clearly spiked beverage called Death Juice.
Oh, is that on the table?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Where do you see Death Juice on the table?
On the table on the far right. It's the... so there's the beanbag toss, there's the main table, and there's the side table.
Oh, okay, you totally... Oh, yep, I see you should have just said chalkboard with Death Juice. What did it say behind there? Orange juice? Yep, orange juice. Yep. But now it's Death Juice.
Yep,
wow, look at that.
It got super spiked.
Wow. Yeah.
Throw all of the alcohol into it. Oh, dear. Okay.
All right.
So that's fun. I like it.
Yeah. And if you want it, you better pick it up today on Friday because DRD doesn't usually leave their stuff out.
No, and that is a super deal. The whole collection, all of it for 50. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, Tor. I was distracted. Now you're yawning. You were supposed to do the yawn before I come on camera.
You started off
yawns.
camera.
You know, I'm not cutting this. I'm not cutting this.
She started it. She started the yawn, and then she's like, okay, gonna go live. And I was like, I started yawning. I tried to suppress it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's your fault. Why am I apologizing? You started
You should apologize.
No.
No. Oh, my God. I was going to tell a story, and now I can't because it became all about you yawning at the wrong time.
Gosh, at the wrong time. Yeah,
yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and now that got the yawn out, where are we?
We're at Fake Society, of course.
Fake Society. All right, because offline's on one side, but that's not where we are. We're at Fake Society. Let me push in. Okay, so 50 linden deal is the Jasmine set, which is fun because it's like a little top and bottom, and it's a 3-piece set. So top, bottom, and jeans, torn jeans. And I know you love a torn jean. But it should also be torn in the back, but it's not.
Yeah.
So these are decoratively torn, but they fit my Treya, Legacy, Hourglass, Freya, Reborn, and Cupra. So of course I'm getting it.
Yeah, those are fun. I like that.
Yeah. So I will probably get all of the things. So the way they're displayed. I'm assuming the little like bikini bit is 50 linden per color, and then the jeans are 50 linden per color.
Actually, you get both colors, but the two are sold separately. So you get the bikini, and then you get the jeans. Mm-hmm.
So you get the bikini in black and white, $4.50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna buy all the things because I think these are great, and I love both of those color jean. Like I like a light wash, and I love a dark wash.
Yep, and those are very good colors for that. Yeah. I also like the frayed waist.
Yeah, that's fun too, and that is very fitting for me.
I don't see that often.
No,
it's a good detail.
No, is it frayed at the cuff as well? Probably not, right? It's probably a normal cuff.
No, normal cuff.
Yep, but that's fine. I'll take it.
Yep.
So, okay, very good. Anything else before we move along?
No.
Do you want to yawn again for the people?
No.
You don't yawn on command?
I don't.
Okay, maybe next time. Okay, Tor, so I'm going to explain to the people why we are far apart. That's because when you teleported me in over by this balloon animal floaty.
I did.
And the sign that clearly says Saturday sale.
Yeah.
But I understand the confusion based on where this FLF sign is.
Yes, thank you.
So, in this empty space between me and the sign is where Tor once stood. And while I was waiting for the textures to res to start my video, I'm like, Tor, which one of these are you going to buy? And you're like, well, I wasn't planning on it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get the pink one. And then I bought it. And then that's when I realized, hey, that vendor says Saturday sale. These things are 75 linden.
Yeah. And that would have been a neat way to find that out, so we didn't showcase the wrong item. But, you know, making fun of Tour is fine too.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. So, Tour, I'm going to let you over here buy the beard clippers. Beard, bib, and clippers. Now, this is something that you could probably use because you've got a beard.
Yes, I could. It's kind of the male version of the like getting ready sort of type RPer videos that we've talked about that you know you do with makeup and stuff. Yeah. This would be something that a man would do.
Yeah.
And like I was describing to you actually from D-Lab, a lot of times these come with adjustable like plastic things that you can attach to them, or you can slide that metal bit and you can do a guide for how long you want your beard to be when you run your clipper through it. And that's similar to the way their planer works.
I love the callback to a previous item.
Yep. Had to do it.
I also love that over your shoulder is a vag steamer coochie cleaner.
Yep.
So if I was doing a get ready, if I was doing a get ready with me, I would totally be using one of these, just like that, just like you are now. You got to steam it.
That's called steam taco.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And let's see. In the animation, there's also something called cookie. What's cookie? Oh, I guess just playing on the phone.
I can say as a woman, I've never done this. I've seen it on TV, but I've never had a vag steamer coochie cleaner. So I am absolutely buying one to put in our bathroom. All right. Because if ever we do a get ready with me, I want to be cleaning my coochie. So, all right. So I'm gonna pick this up. I don't know how much. Tell the people how much the coochie cleaner is.
How much is the coochie cleaner? If you want to get the chubby pack, it's $7.77.
Ooh, look! Woo! Someone's coming right up to you. Did you say coochie cleaner, sir? Can you point me to the coochie cleaner?
Well, no. I can point you to this fine FLF item that I found first try, obviously.
But that lady got right up on you, and you know she's not wearing red, but you know.
Well, there's a little red in there.
Bit,
I guess it's pink. I guess it's pink.
She heard you talking about coochies, and she had to come find out.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see. You can get that for $7.77. The coochie cleaner itself is $4.44. I guess the chubby pack comes with the thing up top, which is the self-love smudge stick.
Oh my god. What? And so that the texture up top is a little blurry for me because there's a lot of textures in here. So, and it also just got a lot brighter. Did someone come in with the face light of all face lights?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Okay, so I'm gonna get that, and you've got a new friend.
Yep.
All right.
Now, yeah. So we can move on from high five.
All right. All right. I know where we are, and I'm gonna do a little lead in because this is my friend, my glorious friend, Chandani, and we're at Hopscotch. And she has this cam crop shirt Pride edition.
Yeah.
And it fits, where are the size down there? Maitreya.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I like what it says. Let's get things straight. I'm not.
Yep.
That's fun.
I like a lot of these. Binaries are for computers.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, boy, tired.
Magically fluid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Sounds gay. I'm in.
Yeah. I also like this read me a story queen, especially with a lot of the crackdowns on the drag story hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep. So if you wear Maitreya, this is a good option for you. I don't wear Maitreya anymore, so I will not be able to, but it's good stuff. And it looks like she also has pride rings up there. I don't know if those are 50 as well, but I just want to point out the pride rings because those are cool. And they are unrigged unisex.
Yeah, they are 250 for those.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing.
This whole wall has a bunch of pride stuff.
You can have your pronouns. Look at that.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
I also really like the pride pins that you can attach anywhere. Yeah.
Gay meter pin.
Yep.
Next level gay. Hella gay. That's fun. And the rings. I like the ring with the different flags.
Yeah, it's a great offering.
Yeah, lots of pride on this wall. Very good. So, okay. Are we good to go?
We are.
All right, tour, where are we?
We are at Justice.
Justice. And they have these sandals?
Yep, the Meadow sandals.
What size do they come in? Because the sign doesn't say.
The sizes they come in are Freya, Alara, Hourglass, Legacy, and Reborn.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep. So these you could actually wear. Now, is Justice the store they usually don't make for Reborn? Or am I thinking
because they're the ones with the cute tops all the time that I can't ever buy.
So maybe they're gonna start rigging for. I mean, that means that they are at least able to rig for Reborn now. So we might be able to start shopping Justice.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that because this would be the first ever for Reborn.
And you're gonna pick those up.
Though, of course, yeah.
Yeah, because those are cute. And
again, no support for your feet whatsoever. But who cares? This is SL. I don't have foot issues.
Especially for the summer.
That's right. These are great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick these up, and then we're off.
Okay.
I'm gonna say what I said just like 30 seconds ago when I saw this vendor. Cassie has a friend.
Yeah.
What do you think Cassie's friend's name is?
Let's see.
Because, I call her Cassie because this is Fil Casse.
Right.
So what would Cassie's man's name be?
Does that mean we call him Phil?
I think you're right. It's Cassie and Phil. I knew you would come up with it. I was like, I got nothing. And you're like, it's Phil. You're right. Normally, Cassie is alone in her pictures, but after all that sexiness and being barely covered in all of those photos, she has picked up a man. And his name is Phil.
Looks like he's even less dressed than she is.
Oh, he's got nothing. He is using her as clothing right now.
Yep.
Because there's clearly nothing on that man's body besides his rings. I am
enjoying his little white and black split hair, though.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with that.
Phil is stylish.
Yeah, he is.
He looks like a mature, stylish man.
Yeah. That's like, that strikes a chord with me because I don't get to see that often.
Yeah. And looks like he's been doing Cassie rough.
Yeah.
Which I think she likes it.
I think she does.
Anyway, we are getting too much into this vendor, but we're pulled back from story time. It's just I see a sexy man in the picture with Cassie, and I want to know who he is.
Yep.
Because she doesn't normally have a friend in the pictures.
It's good to meet you, Phil.
Nice to meet you, Phil. Hope to see more of you. In many ways. Anyway, this is Dorina. It's a mini... That's a dress? I thought this was like a bodysuit, but I see how it's a dress now. Dorina mini dress. Yeah. Single color packs, 24 color HUD. Fat packs have full HUD, of course. And so you are offered this dress in these 2 packs that have 4 colors.
Yep.
So, and then I don't see... Oh, no, the sizes are off to the side. So, E-Body's there, Perky, Legacy, Lara Petite, Maitreya. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of inspired by Phil to pick up one of these. I was like, man, I mean, I got my own Phil, aka Tour, but but it's like, damn, I don't know. Phil makes a lot of difference in this picture. I'm like, I'm sold, but am I really sold on Dorina or am I sold on Phil?
Well, I mean, you sport that, and I can dress accordingly like Phil.
Naked with black and white hair?
Apparently.
All right. I'm going to buy special pack 2. Actually, I'm going to buy both packs because the more packs of this, the better. That just means more Phil.
All right.
All right. Are we ready to go?
We are.
Okay. So I am pushed in tight on us because before I caught the vapors due to Phil.
Yeah.
I caught the vapors. I'm like, who is that fine-ass man in that picture with Cassie? I still can't.
Have to hold on to that for when you get distracted by some hot guy. You have caught the vapors.
You've heard that.
Wow.
You've heard that expression.
Never heard that.
Come on, it's like a southern thing, and you're in the South.
I have never heard that.
The vapors? When you Google it. You get the vapors. You Google it. Anyway, so I caught the vapors and I was totally distracted by Phil, and I meant to shout out 2 things. So first of all, I forgot to call out my hair in the credits in the beginning because it's Truth, and Truth is a FLF designer, and I love Truth. I have since like early days of SL. Truth has been one of the longest designers that I've known, but this is called Promise, and it works really well with my styling because it's just kind of a long curly pony in the back, and so it goes really nicely, and I just love the way Truth does the gray and the streaks.
I do too. Yeah. It always looks so good.
Yeah, because that's what my hair is doing in RL right now.
Yeah.
I should say at First Life. I'm trying to correct that. Because even in my presentation today, when I was like RL this, RL that, somebody corrected and said First Life. I'm like, yeah, I know you're right, because Tor even says that. It's all real life. It's just First Life or Second Life, right?
Yeah, I actually left it, like, I saw that in there, but I assumed that you were doing that because I know that is still the most common way of referring to things. I know, but no,
I'm trying to change it. So if you catch me saying RL, just correct me. Okay. I'm fine. So I won't be offended or mad at you. I'm never offended or mad at you.
Well, yeah, I know.
So, but the other was the nuggets, because, I finished my cake pops, and I finished my pretzel sandwich and my fries, and now I have nuggets from Dots.
Yes.
So we picked that up when we saw the very fresh calamari.
Mm-hmm.
So did you Google vapors?
Yeah, I
what
looked
does it say?
Catch the vapors. So, it's usually, it seems like it's in the South related to being overwhelmed by some traumatic thing, which has you laying in bed soaking up like vapor rub type stuff.
Oh, is that what the whole of it is? Yeah. So I was just like overwhelmed by fine ass Phil.
Yeah.
So that's my connection to the vapors. I was not obviously traumatized. If I was, it was not in a negative way.
Now, it does appear that it was popularized in the hip hop scene, which you are a part of.
I don't know.
Back some years ago by the song Vapors by Biz Markie.
Oh. Okay, that could be. I know who Biz Markie is, but
yeah. And he does sing about her catching the vapors, and that seems to be at least where, you know, it seems to be where that definition was shifted in meaning, where people started using it to see a hot guy and catch the vapors.
Yeah. So it's interesting that you've Googled that far back, because for you to say that I was in the hip hop scene makes me laugh, because no. But when you and I were like doing our musical memory tour, like we do when I'm putting a set together, and I'm like, you know, this song from the 80s or this song from the 90s, and we learned very quickly that we lived on very opposite sides of the musical spectrum in our younger days. My younger days, your infancy, but anyway, but I was very much into hip hop. I wouldn't say I was on the hip hop scene, but
you were a hip hop queen.
Oh, please. I really enjoyed hip hop and still do.
Yes.
So it's just that my musical tastes have been very broad, been very voracious in that area as well. And when I'm dropping songs to you that I'm like, you know this one, right? And it's totally hip hop, and you're like, nope, never heard it ever.
Nope.
And I'm like, oh, okay. But I mean, they were very popular, and you know, I grew up in Southern California, so how could you not know hip hop?
Like milkshakes?
Uh-oh, somebody's bumping us. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Let me put that.
It's
anyone we know? No.
No.
Just someone pushing. All right. Anyway, you're gonna come back a step or two?
They probably can't see us.
No, they're probably doing a pilot. Nobody exists but them. All right, back up a few steps so you're not on the way up.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
So back to FLF. Now that we've been shoved out of commentary and into focus on the item. So where are we?
Oh gosh. I don't. Hold
Luas.
on.
Luas.
Thank you.
What did you say? Holland?
No, I said hold on because I was lost.
You're like, I am too far gone. We were doing commentary, then I got shoved, then I had to move my avatar. Too much, LaLa, for me to remember where the fuck we are, what store we're at. I'm like, there's a sign right there that says Luas.
Okay, sure. For people who read signs, I was trying to look through the note card to figure out where
Oh my god. Look around you, tour. Luas. That's where we are right now. Okay, and this is called, I want to say Solange, which is, isn't that Beyonce's sister? Solange.
Sure, maybe.
You don't know Beyonce's sister?
I do not.
All right, let's start going down that hip hop road again. Okay, do you know who Beyonce is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Okay, just checking. All right, I had to do a vibe check. You passed. Anyway, these items here. So Solange, it's 2 dresses sold separately. One in black and one in purple. They look gothy, which as I zoom in, they are gothy. They fit. Where are my bodies at? Where my body's at? Oh, there they are.
Maitreya, Legacy, Perky, E-Body. Yeah.
Yep. So I think it's cute. If it was in different patterns, I would buy it. I'm not like a goth person.
And they may have other patterns in the store.
Yeah.
It looks like they must, because she's wearing a cute pattern with, it looks like strawberries and, is that cupcakes or something?
Oh, is it?
Like that would be a pattern you could totally rock.
Yeah. After I finish my nuggets, I should have some cupcakes.
I agree.
I know I have cupcakes in my inventory.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I know where we are, and I'm very excited. We are at
Yes.
Let's see. No, the HUD. Okay, so as I've said in past, why are you already laughing?
Just I can tell you're trying to cover multiple things simultaneously, and you're trying to figure out which to prioritize talking about, and I love it.
I hope my brain didn't fall down the stairs, though.
No.
Okay,
it did not.
It's just trying to go in two different staircases at the same time.
Yes.
So what I was gonna say is, as I've told people before, that I pretty much strictly use Oh My and Lyrium, right? So I built them into the Firestorm viewer, and I have a whole one that's just Oh My. And I tend to use that one in roleplay because it's less cutesy. Like, I think the Oh My ones are very, like, cool or serious, right? Versus me, like, bouncing into, like, pose, like, peace fingers, like kawaii kind of thing, right?
Yes.
So that doesn't really work for roleplay. But my Oh My, I love my Oh My ones just as much as Lyrium. Lyrium's fun for non-roleplay settings, in my opinion, and I'm sure you could build up a set with Lyrium that is fine for roleplay. But in my head, it's just easier to just have the two separations, and I always flip between them because I love them both equally. So, and then I love that your poses are also Oh My. And you have kind of a mix of poses as well, right? It's not strictly Oh My.
It's not strictly Oh My.
Okay.
But I do like my Oh My poses. They make some very good ones. They make some very good neutrals. A lot of guy poses that I see out there are very, like, edgy, very, like, I gotta really show how much of a manly man I am. It's like, calm down, guy. Like, you know, have some security in yourself.
Yeah.
I know, you know, some people like that. Like, it's just, it's not me.
Yeah, I get that. So you were sharing with me that you already have this set because you just have already, we've already kind of like been through Oh My, unless she's got something new, we already have it.
Yeah.
So, which I love that she does put out new stuff because I will swing by and.
Pretty often, yeah.
Yeah, like I have fallen in love with her ones that also include the eyes. Because to me, that takes it to that next level where, like, I'm a badass. Like, I am looking you up and down. Now, we just got done saying that you tend to not get poses that show, like, or to suggest that you have something to prove. But I really enjoy the fixed eye ones, or the poses that include the eye movement as well. Because it just adds that extra layer.
It does.
So, but anyway, so you can get Liam for 50 Linden, correct?
Yeah, you can get all of the poses for 50.
Okay, so then you said there's also lady pose.
Yeah, across the way.
And I think I might have this one. Oh, look, I already broke my cupcake. I was like, oh, I had a cupcake on, but now it's broken.
No, you got it.
Oh, it just breaks
Stop
when
turning.
I move. Yeah. Okay.
So I can model these as well.
Okay. And this one I may not have. No, maybe I do. I don't know. I'm trying to look. Yeah, see, okay, I remember this one. I did not buy this one because it was a little too bouncy. Like, I can't use that in roleplay. Or it looked like I had to go to the bathroom. But it's fun. They're fun. They're cute. But for roleplay, see, there are the fingers, right? So everything I just said, Oh My's like, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong and show you I can be just as kawaii as Lyrium. Okay, Oh My, you win. You are absolutely right. But typically, Oh My is not this. But I love that she can be. And this was one of the sets I did not buy.
Yeah, Oh My is very versatile.
Yeah, but I like my Oh My serious and cool. I'm leaving the kawaii to Lyrium.
Yeah.
So, but then you were saying, this is 50 Linden for Oriana. And then you were saying they have a new couples HUD that I just walked past.
They have two new couples
we
HUDs.
love
and they have
our
some
Oh My
poses.
HUDs. Yeah.
So these are at different events. One of them is at the 50, which we love.
Look, it's a guy one and a girl one.
Yeah.
I love that.
So they have those.
And then they have like a Dom, a Sir and Miss.
Yeah. So they have depending on who the dominant in your particular dynamic is. So I'm gonna be getting. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting some Sir.
That's right. You get that, Sir.
I will.
Yeah, that's fun. I love that. I love all of these so much. I love the couples poses from Oh My.
Yes.
I love this chick's hat. Do you see this hat she's wearing?
Oh, wow.
Where did she get that?
That's a cool hat. That's a hat from Cherno.
Oh, okay.
Cherno.
Yeah, I know who Cherno is.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a whole fun little outfit.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is a fun outfit.
She is very stylish.
Big old palm tree hat.
Yeah.
She's brought the beach with her.
She has. Although I wonder if it's meant to be like planting as opposed to the beach. because it's
Maybe,
sand in a
but
bucket, but could be dirt in a bucket, even though
that's
it's
sand
clearly.
in a bucket.
I know, but I know what she's going for. I don't think she's going to
Okay.
the beach. I think she's gardening.
Okay. Maybe.
Anyway. Okay. So are we good?
We're good.
All right. I can tell we're at Phedora.
Phedora.
And I have these lower shoes because I know them. Kira. 50 Linden.
Kira.
Those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kira Mules.
And then up top, is that also Flip or is that Happy Weekend?
That is also Fliff. The Sia heels.
Sia?
Mm-hmm.
I have to check and see if I have those.
Yeah.
Then they have the other. I always look at their whole wall because they usually have a bunch of stuff.
They do.
So they have Eternus and 2 others for Happy Weekend. Am I looking at that right?
Yep.
Mirsha
and Mirsha and Mirshin.
I love Mirshin. And look at that.
Yeah, a little
That's a comfy
flat.
shoe.
You've been getting a lot of sandals today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is summertime, so it
Yeah.
makes sense. Those are some Mirshin slides.
And then next to it, a new release, a Saturday sale. They have what? Kina? Wait, let me zoom in.
Hyuna?
Hyuna? It's an H.
Oh, Hyuna, yeah.
Hyuna. That's a fun shoe.
It is.
And then I've seen that other one. It says new, but I've seen them do that heel. Oh, it's 2.0. That makes sense. Okay, and then they have Mavilla.
Ooh, butterflies. Yeah.
And then they have Carla, which is like barely their shoe, but still sexy. It's a good look.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have a lot of deals over here at Phedora. So if you don't have these, you should come pick them up.
They do, yeah.
All right, are we good?
We are.
All right, Tour. I can tell we're at Pure Poison.
Yes.
And you said to me before we got here that a trend is continuing in footwear.
We're getting more sandals.
Because it's summer.
It is summer.
Yep.
It's a good time to wear sandals.
So we have, this is actually Happy Weekend. The Luna sandal is lovely. I think I could even probably wear that in RP.
Probably.
So that's 60 Linden. Then you have the Clarissa pedicure and rings. I thought it was just the rings, but no, it's a pedicure that fits Legacy Maitreya Gen X E-Body flat. So you can expect to see me barefoot a bit more. Usually I don't walk around barefoot because I rarely do in First Life. I almost always have a shoe on. And as I've been alluding to repeatedly through this video, it's a shoe with arch support. Then we have Rena, which is lovely. I would totally get sandals like that.
Rena is the Fliff item.
Oh, okay. Good to note. Because I'm just like sucked in. Like it's all a deal.
I know.
It's all Fliff, but it's not. Rena is the actual Fliff item. Gotcha. Dahlia platforms, lovely. To me, they have a little bit of a fun summer 60s vibe to them. I'm all about it. Love it. So Legacy Maitreya E-Body Cooper Belisa and Slink.
These may be the Fliff item. They are 50 Lindens, the Dahlia platforms.
Okay, so they both might be. They do have 2 items for Happy Weekend, so maybe that's also the case here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be purchasing all of the things as usual. And I think that's it for this stop, unless you have anything more you want to contribute.
Nope, that's all.
All right, Tour, I can tell by the fun vendor that we are at Quirky.
Yes.
And what do we have?
We have this Nim Top Redux in Pride. So looks like it's a kind of, well, it's not a tank top. It's like a tube top but with straps. Chains, really. Yeah. That's fun.
Even on the
and
sides.
it is for Legacy Reborn and Juicy Boobs. So that's always good.
You know, I'm getting it. So how are they selling it? Is it one and all?
One and done. Yep.
One and done.
You get that. You get it comes with apparently a leather or latex base. You can do bright or pastel shaders, and then you've got gradients or stripes for the actual textures.
I like the closing comment on their vendor, where it's like, all Quirky items are modified from tinting to materials. Have some fun. Get creative, stay quirky. Love it.
Stay quirky. Yes.
So, hey, and someone right up front. We have another who's also flipping the bird repeatedly. Okay.
She's got some good pride dress on, though. That's fun.
She does. She's got interesting shaping. But, to each their own. I'm sure people would say that about me. Like, hey, she's got some interesting shaping going on. But, yes, I'm going to buy this, and I think we're good to go, right?
We're not done here, though.
Oh, why not?
Done here. Because we've shopped Quirky a long time, and they've done an extension on their store. And they've added the Quirky Cafe.
Oh, no, yes.
They've added the Quirky Cafe.
Oh, yes. Oh,
we couldn't leave without talking about all of the cute sweets in this amazing Quirky Cafe.
Quirky. I will take one of everything. This is fun.
This is super cute. I love this.
Nice butt. You see that on the wall?
Yep.
I need that in my life. Wow, Quirky. We need to come take a picture here or something.
Yeah, I think so.
I know it won't be our opening, our thumbnail, because we have to go take that somewhere else where we started.
Yeah,
but this is fantastic. I'm glad you didn't let us roll out of here without looking at it.
No, I couldn't, because when I was positioning to find the flip item, I was like, Quirky Cafe? I saw the sign above the doorway, which the doorway never existed before. Because it was always very constrained in the Quirky shop. It was very, kind of packed in there, and they've expanded considerably. And they've added this cafe, which I had to show off, so.
And there's like cookies in the other room. What does it say? Dunkums?
Oh.
It says, what does it say? Lol, no, and uwu, my favorite.
Ooh.
I need to buy that because that's what I'm eating next. Let's say, it's from Ladybird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Quirky Friends, right? So it's a friends room.
Oh, yeah.
So I will buy that because that's what I would have picked up at the Quirky Cafe. Is some uwu crackers and dip.
Perfect.
Yep. Okay, are we good to go now?
Now we're good to go.
All right, now that we have stopped at the Quirky Cafe, we can continue flipping.
Yep.
All right, tour. Where are we?
We are at Rosary.
And Rosary always has such a fun spread of things. And
they do. When
we first got here, I was like, oh, Rosary's getting into the nail business.
They are. They're getting into the nail game.
Are. So I've already purchased this. I believe the fat pack of all the nails was $6.75. So you get the 3 hand shapes and the 1 pedicure. If I remember right, it was LaLa, Legacy, Reborn, and Cupra. And then up top they have their Love, I think it's Love collection. Is that what it's called? So you've got your Pride. Yeah, you got your Pride stuff. And I love that you've got a Pride pedicure. I love that so much. And you know what, Tour? You know my toenails are like that in RL.
I do.
Just like that. Great. Except for the pattern. It's just the alternating solids. My hands, like I'm holding it up to the screen going, yep, those are my nails. That's exactly how I went and got my nails done last weekend. And so I have it on my hands and my toes because it's Pride Month. And when the gal was doing my nails, she's like, yeah, I'm digging this Pride vibe. And I was like, that's exactly what it is. Total Pride vibe. So I'm doing it
and you have
in First Life.
Many sandals and slides to show them off with now.
I absolutely do. And I picked up some more from here, but we'll get to that. So
we'll get to that.
The fat pack of the paint, the Love set is 75 Linden, right? Or is it 50 for the whole of it? No, because you got 2 buys. You buy them 50 or 50, but the fat pack is 75, right? Is that what you told me? Okay. And
the
then
fat pack is 75.
Then since I'm basically in the flat foot summer slide mood, they have all these slides down here for the 99 sale that are actually 99 per color. They don't have a fat pack for it, but I bought all the colors.
Yeah.
And then
these gemstones you couldn't resist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would totally wear a shoe like that in First Life.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ooh, this tumbler, and you're like, don't buy it. And I'm like, why not? And you're like, I already bought it for you. And I was like, oh. So I'm going to be switching to that after I finish my uwu. And that's the other thing I got to show everybody. I misread the sign. I was like, oh, Dunkums by Ladybird. No, they're Dunk Uwus. But I'm not saying it right because you coached me on how to say uwu. And how do you do it again?
Uwu.
Yeah, so it's dunk uwus. Yeah. And you praised me on my pronunciation.
Yes.
So I'm eating my dunk uwus, and then when I'm done with them, I will have my Pride cup full of soda.
Yeah, you've gotten really good at that.
So I think this is so fun, this little snack thing, because I would totally eat stuff like this. In First Life, these little like I don't know, what kind of cookies would you say these are? Just shortbread cookies, probably shortbread, and you dip it in that icing.
They look like shortbread, yeah.
Yeah, that's delicious. All right, so yeah, so I purchased the things. I always love Rosary's offerings, so well done. All right, are we ready to move along?
Yep, we are.
All right, Tor, where are we?
We're at Stoic.
Stoic, and it looks like they have sunglasses or shades.
They have some nice Pride sunglasses. Yeah, they've got they call them Batty Shades Pride mode or Pride, and the Summer Solstice shades.
Yeah, I remember these. I remember these Batty shades because I like them because they were cut off on the top. Yeah, and I think you and I got into a debate about them, I thought, but maybe it wasn't these. But I thought they were cool. We did.
No, you're totally correct, because like to me, the same thing that I'm sure that I said back then, which is the slightest pressure and that lens is popping right out.
Probably that, yeah.
Because there's nothing connecting the top. But in SL, you don't have to worry about that.
Right, but the way I figure, it's like the ones where it's frameless or, no lens at the bottom. There's like, I don't know, I don't want to say see-through, but, almost like a transparent wire or something that's holding the lenses in the frames.
Usually what those are is it's things that are actually clamped to the front and back of the lens, and you can see them on there, but that's not on these lenses.
But I think it's suggested that they are.
Okay.
You're like, whatever, LaLa. It doesn't work for me. That's fine. But I like the other ones too. The summer solstice ones, they look like Saturn.
Yeah, I love the summer solstice ones. I'm going to get those myself.
I'm going to get both. Because I know what the designer was after with these crop top ones.
Yeah, they didn't want to think about how it was actually holding the lens. They just thought,
no, not that. No.
Oh.
Like I was telling you, I was like, no, we're not going with your definition. We're going with mine. So. Okay.
Debate it in the comments below.
Right. And of course, everyone's gonna agree with you because you're a tour and they love you. But yeah, that's fine. I know my lot in life, and I will not win a popularity contest between you and me. It's all about tour.
Oh gosh.
So that's okay. I'm okay with that because I know I'm the most popular one when it comes to you.
Yes, you are.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna pick up both of these, and then I think we're good to go, right?
Yep.
So, Tour, I have to still grappling with the love advice you're handing out. in between E's and IMs with Karamia, and
hi Karamia.
Hello, because she's gonna watch because she was telling me that it was far too long without us being on doing our flips.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, because it's a whole lot of fun.
It is. I've really been enjoying this.
But we had to wait before I could start my filming because you're like, hang on, I need to give Karamia some advice. And then you're like, clickety clack. And I'm like, what advice are you giving her? And basically is put your man in a collar so you can make him do whatever you want when he's asleep at the keyboard.
Yeah, well, she wanted to do a shoot and her normal guy, I guess, fell asleep. And I was like, oh, just gotta
collar him. Just collar him. Just collar him. RLV him into place. Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
I know that's a perk of our relationship where it's like, you know what? I want to take a picture, but LaLa's busy. So I'm going to just RLV her and put her in whatever position I want. I'm totally fine with it. But, it's...
Yeah, with our situation, we can go even further because I can pose you. I can also wardrobe you.
That's true, because I do wear that. And you can, dress me up and, you don't even have... No, you're not logged in as me or nothing. You're just controlling me RLV-wise with all the permissions and that I've given you over my second life, which... I absolutely trust you, so I'm not worried about it. But I just think that's funny. Where you're like, there's a simple solution. You just got to put your man in a collar. That's all. You're right. That is a very simple solution. Collaring your partner is very convenient. I did I got to the point where Tour can't breathe. And that's when I know that we've had a good fliff.
Oh, God.
Okay, while you catch your breath, okay. I will let the people know that we're at Supernatural. And it's behind us here. It's this, like, booty thing, which is still toes out. Are you okay over there? Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, that's a nice deep breaths. Okay. Dakota 2. And it fits Maitreya, Legacy, E-Body, and Cupra. So that's a fun boot. Not quite my style, but, you know, fun boot nonetheless. And it's a fat pack for 50 lindens. So Supernatural is always a deal. They make a lot of good stuff, a lot of good colors, lots of variety. Definitely worth coming to pick up.
Yep, and you can still show off your nails in those. If someone wanted to wear those and their rosary nails, go for it.
Maybe, because I think your foot has to be flat.
Oh, does it?
And it may change the position. It might.
Oh,
yeah.
Might.
It might. I haven't tried to wear a toenail on a flat, meant for a flat foot, and then put on an open-toed heel.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Typically, there might be a little shift in position, so may not work, but you can try it out. So.
And if you do, get in the comments below.
Just encouraging that commenting, because you know, we love it. We do.
We do.
I think there'll be plenty of comments. But I also noticed since you crashed that your lenses reverted to clear, and you had fun patterning. But I'll let you take care of that, and we will keep moving, right?
Yep.
All right, Tour. If it wasn't for all the signs, I would have wondered if we stopped flipping and went on vacation. So where are we?
Nice. We're at Sways.
Sways.
We're currently technically in the Wanderlust weekend display, but I thought this was more photogenic than the... Like, I love the fliff items, but we'd have to be, like, tucked into a tent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Those are cute tents, though.
They are super cute tents. I love them. I love the tie-dye one in particular. I think that's very fun.
We need to put some of those on the beach in Stratagem.
Yes, agreed.
Because I think like Callie or Echo might hang out in there.
Yeah.
All right, so 50 Linden Fridays, it's lanterns and the tents. Camp out is what they're called. And then Then what's this weekend exclusive? Is that just in store? And because then Wanderlust weekend is the lanterns and the torches. Okay.
Yeah, I think the weekend exclusive, they're just offering these things on discount, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wanderlust weekend, you get 50 linden sales on the tiki torches and the hanging lanterns.
Yeah, this is a nice little corner.
Yeah, I really like this. This is a nice arrangement they've done.
It is.
And then if you want all the other pieces, that's what's on sale for the weekend exclusive. I guess you can get the whole set for $365.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great. I know you're going to be buying some of these, if not all of them.
Yeah, I went ahead and got all of them.
Of course you did. I can see each piece of these being used in different areas.
Yeah, for sure. So. I think that they would go very well.
I agree. All right. Are we good to go?
Yep.
Okay. I can tell by where we're standing that we are in Tentacio.
We are.
Yeah.
Tentacio.
And I want to say that now that I have finished my dunk ew-woos, I am now drinking a bunch of Diet Coke out of my Pride mug, my Pride tumbler, which was also Canape, right? Or was it?
That was Canape, yes.
Yeah. So I love this. It's huge. I love a big cup full of ice cold Diet Coke. So that's what I would use as a chaser after all that eating. So, all right. So we're at Tentacio, and we've got some boots here. What are they calling them? Jeffrey boots?
They're calling them
Jeffrey. Yeah. And Acta es Acta, right?
Acta es fabula. Huh.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, it's little skulls.
Fabula. Huh.
What does it say it means?
The story is over. It's something that you would...
In what language?
You would normally say Acta est fabula plaudite, which means the drama has ended. Applaud, or the story has ended.
What
applaud.
language is that?
Latin.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. There's got to be a story there. I wish I knew what it was.
Well, I think in this case they're suggesting that life is over.
Oh.
Since it's a bunch of skulls.
Okay.
So that story is over.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got the boots and you've got the skull flowers. And the boots come with that HUD, which is cool. They fit Legacy, Maitreya, and Reborn. So, there you go. And then little skull flowers, little bouquet of skull flowers.
Now, have I ever asked you about you do particularly like the taste of Diet Coke?
I do.
Interesting.
Because you don't?
I don't. I find it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't taste like Coke. It tastes weird.
And I find that Coke or Pepsi Full Up is too sugary.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah.
That's fair.
I used to drink Full Up Pepsi when I was younger. And then at some point down the line, high school, college, switched over to Diet Coke, and it's been that ever since. So.
All right.
See, the things you learn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you would have me drinking a full thing of Coke.
Well, I mean, not if you didn't like the flavor of it.
Yeah.
But, milkshakes and stuff are always good choices, too.
True, but I wouldn't drink milkshake out of a tumbler. I don't know.
No,
this kind of cup just suggests, like, ice and soda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or water. I do the same with water.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I was just curious. We'll keep going.
Fun fact. Okay. Are you ready for it's just one more stop, right?
Yeah, we're going to the next.
So this is the penultimate.
Yes, this is the penultimate. We're going to the ultimate.
Fantastic. All right. We have made it to our ultimate destination.
Yes.
Our final destination. And it's Veechi, which is
and
fitting.
they've updated their store.
They have. I was enjoying camming around looking at the store.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, I hope there's a second floor because I know Aubrey has a bunch of stuff. And there is a second floor. So
there is. Yeah.
Because she's been creating a very long time.
Yeah.
So
this is great though.
I love
this
it.
update.
Yeah, same. Okay, so the FLF item is the makeup next to us, not the nails. And it's Tauve Shadow. And it's Pride and Summer. That's pretty.
Yeah, I really like the Pride colors they've got. Those patterns are fun.
Yeah. I need that. And so Tauve Shadow and Summer, and it's the Luca Evo X HD. And yeah, I'm picking up both of those, 50 Linden each.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else does she have going on over here? Because it's Aubrey Steele,
French tips, and that's in stiletto or almond.
I feel like we have those.
Let me just check.
Because I don't know if you would have it. There's a man version there?
I did not have it, but I do now.
Is that the man version up there? Yep,
yeah,
Gianni.
on the right side is the men version.
Yep.
So I did.
You have these.
Yeah, I bought those as soon as I saw them. I didn't actually check if I had them or not. I did not have them, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know I have the Baby Boomer gels because we talked about it.
Yes.
Because I know she clarified for me that was a thing for baby boomers to do their nails in that fashion.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, very nice. It's good to be back at the FLF and good to see Aubrey and her fine creations. So.
And a wonderful new store layout.
That's right, because you said usually we're waiting to go outside. We just and I'm camming back to see the front of the store, so it's different. And you're like, wait, what is this place? And apparently they're having a summer sale.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a very, very classy store. I love the look. Great job, Aubrey.
I do too. And also, I think that it's a good idea to have these inside on the inner wall like this because it brings people more into the store.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, all right. So, are we ready to go back to the club and close this out?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. All right. we are back where we started. And remind everybody where we started again?
We started at Pride Stravaganza.
Pride Stravaganza, which looks better when you're in the Winlight or environment that was intended. I have been stuck in one that I chose for roleplay all video long, and when you showed me your thumbnail, I'm like, wait, did you change the environment? And you're like, nope. And I was like, damn it. So I missed out. But now I'm enjoying the area as it was intended.
Yes, and it looks
That's
beautiful.
Fine.
Here.
It is amazing. Yeah, so I'm glad I was able to correct that in the final moments of our video.
Yep.
But per usual, now it's time for First Life Thoughts with Tour Blanche.
Okay. So we're going to do some contemplation on pride. So going to start by, of course, just saying it is Pride Month. And, it's always good to wish happy Pride. But there's a lot to not be so happy about. There are, of course, the ongoing anti-LGBT bills going on. We have a record number of them, 491, that are being tracked by the ACLU. And things have gotten so bad in some states that organizations like Rainbow Passage, who I'm going to link to, have started opening up to try and help queer people, but especially trans people, escape states or households that are dangerous for them and get somewhere where they can get, temporary housing and assistance getting settled in a place that is more accepting of them. And in the backdrop of all of this is the kind of ongoing effort, and I'm going to dovetail into something that you brought to attention to me as an example, but there's an ongoing effort by conservatives who basically are being overtaken by fascism at this point, to brand all queer people, especially trans people, as groomers, as pedophiles. And in fact, in a school district in California, you brought to my attention that a school board president down there insisted on pulling a social studies book because it taught about Harvey Milk. Harvey Milk was not only a gay rights activist, but was like one of the first openly gay man to be elected in California.
In San Francisco.
In San Francisco, yeah. Now, trying to demonize a group of people and essentialize them all as pedophiles leads to exactly one thing. Only one outcome can come from that, which is the advocation of violence against that group. And people do need to be aware that that type of talk is inherently violent. It is a call to action, because you can't constantly say this group of people is trying to sexually abuse kids and expect that to just be a benign statement. People are going to be energized by that. And this is something that has been used against Black people in the past, saying that they are coming after our women and after our children. And it led to a lot of lynchings back then. It was used against gay people decades ago. And, that has been ongoing, but has been trending more and more towards just trans people. Although trans people are used in this, right-wing circle as kind of a vehicle to be just generally anti-queer. I expect most of our audience knows most of this already, but I think it's important to underline like how dangerous that rhetoric actually is, because especially like you linked me a news article or a news coverage of a protest and counter protest that broke out at a school over like being inclusive towards
at an elementary school.
At an elementary school.
Yep.
Over being inclusive about, the fact that gay parents do exist and do raise children, and being able to talk about that in the classroom was basically the topic of disagreement. And the language that the reporter used, I don't know if you noticed this.
I'm curious.
It was very neutral.
Okay.
It was extremely, very neutral on the subject. They were like, well, this just happened to turn violent, and it was just, they kind of had this, there were two sides that were protesting and they just disagreed. Well, no, it's not they disagreed. It's one group was saying that the other group are inherently a danger to kids. They came out of the gate with an act, like a very, very cruel and based on nothing accusation. And that's something that a lot of reporting misses, is it's not just this is a disagreement thing. There is a group of people who wants to eradicate another group of people. And that group of people just wants to live and be able to live their lives. That's what it boils down to. So it does bother me how a lot of news covers these things, because they don't actually, they try so hard to not take a side, but like you can't really do that, because if you do that, you're basically saying, well, these people who are basically calling for genocide against queer people, maybe they have a point, maybe they don't. We're not going to pick a side. No, you don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
These people are wrong. These people just want to vibe and should be allowed to do so. Mm-hmm. That's so, yeah. I expect that there will be a fair bit of violence throughout Pride Month, this Pride Month in particular. There always is an uptick of violence. So I will urge people to be safe, but I will also urge people to still go and, if you can at all, attend and support any Pride rallies or Pride events in your local area. I'm going to be including a link to those. If you do so, understand there is going to be some risk there, but the more people actually show out to those, the less risk there is for everyone there. People who are opposed to the queer community existing, they're more inclined to back down when they're hugely outnumbered. And the reality is, they're a minority. They're a very vocal and a very dangerous minority, but they are ultimately a minority, and they need to be shown that they don't actually represent what they think they do. They don't represent everyone in the country. They're not the silent majority they think they are. They're just fascists, and they need to be silenced from spreading their hate.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I suppose, some of what's going on, and a call to action of my own to support your own local Pride. Like, it's great to support Pride events here in SL as well, but if you can attend things in First Life, I strongly urge people to do so.
Well said, yes. Okay, well, I think that brings us to a close, if I'm not cutting off your thoughts.
No.
Okay. So I haven't got to do this in a long time, so I like to thank everyone who stuck with us through the hiatus.
Yes.
I know, I tried not, I definitely wanted to keep my word on it. And that's why I was feeling a little guilty that we didn't come back last Friday, but couldn't be helped. But I just said I needed May off, and I needed it. So, so I'm very happy to be back. I'm very glad to be here with you, doing this, enjoying Second Life in one of the many ways that we like to enjoy it, and sharing that with the folks who have chosen to subscribe to our channel, comment on our videos, like and share. Thank you all for that. I missed you all. And I'm glad to be back here doing what I love.
Yeah, I have to echo all of that sentiments. I have missed recording these flip videos, missed engaging with the community and meeting people, and I know we want to get to where we're also meeting up in SL, and so
we will get there.
We are working towards that actively.
Yes.
So
I think that's going to be our pretty number one project over the summer.
I think so. Yeah.
Is getting Stratagem in order so that we can, like I said, it will start easy. I think a couple of times a month with some kind of gathering, just for people to come together, talk. Maybe even like we talked about before, having these more. I don't want to say prolonged because that is kind of a negative connotation, but just more detailed dialogues, right? Yeah. And not so much of a monologue or a limited dialogue, but to include more of our community in those conversations, because I think it's that sort of thing is very helpful to everyone.
It is,
So I really want to see us host those, and like I said, so that games, music, hanging out, just all of that.
I also have to say it would also be very helpful to me, because a lot of these things that I talk about, I try and largely base it off of my understanding of people who have these lived experiences, but the reality is I don't. So, I know a lot of our community, they are queer, they are, we have a lot of different marginalized communities that are represented within our YouTube community, and being able to, I offer my thoughts to the best of my ability, but people who live it actually can speak to these things even better and can broaden my understanding even further, and I'm always very open to that.
Same. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So, you finished up your thank yous?
I did. It's time for you to close us up.
All right. Well, we will see you in the next video. I'm not sure if that'll be the 50 or the next flip. So we'd still have to sort that out, but it'll be in the next video either way.
For sure. There will absolutely be a video in another week. And it'll probably be flip for sure, but we're still sorting out the Flifty because that round is active, the May 25th round, and so I want to kind of capture that one so that we can get back on track with our Flifties as well.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So until next time.
Until then.